I'm joined by Sam Koch, Senior Investment Analyst for the small to mid-cap team. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you.
So the team have been travelling to New Zealand a lot, 2 to 3 times per year since COVID. What opportunities are you seeing there?
We believe New Zealand's at a really interesting inflection point. The economy has been struggling. They entered high inflation and high interest rates at a faster time than an earlier time than Australia did, and ultimately went higher on their interest rate trajectory as well, which has really impacted the economy. I know it said it's at an interesting inflection point, but there's been a couple of instances or anecdotes from retailers where they've had 30 to 35% drops in footfall, or like 10 to 15% drops in like-for-like revenue growth. And so it's actually been quite tough. Now, as you said, we've visited New Zealand 2 to 3 times every year since COVID started, and the New Zealand market's actually underperformed Australia by over 20% in that period. And we believe that that's an interesting starting point. So we want to go over there and think, are there any opportunities to add value for the portfolio? And in doing so, we've actually identified that, with the recent change in government, there's been a real sort of pro-business policy setting, which is now stabilised. They've introduced tax cuts for income earners. And the Reserve Bank of New Zealand has actually instigated their first interest rate cut by about 50 basis points, or 0.5% as well. And so we believe there are actually a number of headwinds that are abating or even turning into potential tailwinds for consumers and for the economy as a whole. Now, this is early days. It'll take a while for this to play through into the economy, but we ultimately believe that economic recovery could happen sooner than the market thinks.
Okay, so how are you going to play this potential economic recovery?
So from our perspective, we want to be really adding to high quality cyclicals or high quality businesses that might be impacted by cyclical pressure in the short term, as long as they have a catalyst to re-rate. Companies that come to mind that we've been adding in the portfolio, Summerset, which is an aged care developer, obviously impacted by housing turnover, and as housing turnover increases, they'll be positively impacted. Mainfreight, which we've talked about a lot, which is a logistics company. Obviously, as general trade and the economy improves, they'll be improving. Vulcan Steel, Steel and Tube, Fletcher Building, interesting recently as well, having done a recap of their business. We believe that's bottom of the cycle earnings and an opportunity to get in near the bottom. So there's been a number of ways that we're playing this theme, and we can see this play out over the next sort of 12 to 18 months.
Great, thanks Sam. We look forward to hearing about your next New Zealand trip.
Thank you.